Alright guys, so this is going to be the next system test video. I don't even know what number we're on. It's been like it's been like half a year since my last numbered system test video. And I made a few changes from that silent test video I posted a little while back. Not everything's the same, but honestly the devices aren't the biggest change in this system. I have made a pretty major change, which might be for the better or for the worse. We'll figure it out. So, still got the same devices up in my room. I have this mechanical horn, this electronic horn, which sounds like a mechanical horn, so I call it the mechanical horn. It's got two lights on it. And over on this side of the room, I have this bell, which you didn't see it run last time in that silent test video, but this is actually a homemade bell. It's motorized. It's not electronic, or it's not like a vibrating bell. It's a motorized bell. So it's got like spinning. This thing spins and strikes the bell. That's what it sounds like. It's actually very loud. It's almost louder than the real fire alarms, which I have over here. Commander and the MT, which I changed the tones on these. So this is actually a little bit louder. So this is probably the loudest alarm I've ever made. It's got like this big metal bowl on it, which is literally mounted with a rubber band to the plate, and it's really loud. It's like it's a 10-inch bell, but it doesn't sound like a 10-inch bell. So that's pretty interesting. Let me head outside. And out here, I have a disappointment. Instead of the light, I just replaced it with a horn and another light. Anyways, because the clear plastic thing on the LED was starting to droop, and I probably need to fix that up. So I just I kept the multi-tone thing out here, but it's just a horn with an incandescent light, and it's 2-wire. It's the only change in devices. Now, the system seems pretty boring, considering I even have the same pull stations up. But if you just saw, I've been hiding something. You just got a little glimpse of it. Been hiding something in the system. That's because I haven't shown the panel yet. No, I don't have a new panel, but it does have a new casing. This is all 100% cardboard. Cardboard and duct tape. But it works really, really well. So, SC500, fire alarm control panel. I even stuck in a little Alertech logo right there. In the future, probably going to cut a window here, a viewing window, so I can see through the inside and see the lights and everything. But for now, that's the casing. And I also made this little, well, I call it a lock. It looks like a lock. It's more of a latch, because this door doesn't stay open, or it doesn't stay closed on its own. It wants to swing open. So I made this little latch here where you just pull on it, and then it pulls the pin out and the door opens. Here's the inside. Inner door, and here's the panel. Here's the circuit board. The current system's currently set on March time as usual, and so I'll just leave the door open for the test, but I'm just gonna activate one of the poles. We'll do this one to start it out. That bell is really loud, so I gotta get focused right, shouldn't I? Right, here we go. So loud. Cut the lights off. Yeah, that looked really cool. I don't know if you saw this earlier, but I did add, this light is here for panel coding, so whenever the relay clicks, or whenever the panel codes, here, let me stop that. Whenever the relay clicks, or whenever the panel codes, it blinks, so if the relay stops working, you could tell, or you're on like some sort of silent test where the relay is disabled, which isn't a thing, you can still tell if the panel's coding or not. So that's just kind of a test button to make sure the circuit's working properly. I have audible silence over here, and at this rate I'm probably never going to get audible silence over here because I don't have any other cables. I don't have enough cables to run over here, and I don't have enough outlets down there. So this is probably going to be the only spot where I have audible silence. It's kind of impractical in a real system if you only spot you have audible silence is next to the panel, but then again, I think NFPA 72 2013 edition did remove audible silence. So I guess the system is technically up to code except for the device right next to the system. So now I'm going to switch the coding, and I'm actually going to put the system in walk test. So flip. Sorry for the focus. I'm on manual focus because this camera's autofocus is so loud. So back on. Take the capacitors off, and usually when you put the panel in walk test, you leave the piezo off. You just slide this bar all the way to that side. Now it's in walk test. And fun thing, if you actually want to test the panel at the panel, assuming pull stations aren't right next to the panel, you can use the drill button, and it will work like a regular fire drill. It'll just have the new coding, except for the piezo because that's shut off. That bell. Oh yeah, also sometimes this bell gets stuck like this, where the arm is like up next to it and you have to pull it down. It's about the most reliable design, which is kind of scary to hear that that's the most reliable design I have. See, it even skips a beat in this coding. And it's quite quiet because it doesn't spin very far. So it's kind of quiet in walk test, but I guess that's kind of the point. So let me just reset it. And so now I'll test both pull stations, and I'll head outside too. So let's do this pull station now. You already saw that. Forgot how quiet this is. Yep. That's walk test. Pretty run of the mill. Let's see if I can. Oops. Let's see if I can reset this. Whoa, we're way zoomed in. You see it skipped. Alright, and let's reset. And I'll do the other one for peace sake. Oh, this thing got stuck again. This is why I don't run this in walk test very often. It just doesn't work very well. Yeah. See, it doesn't even ring half the time. Flip. Let's come off. Alright, now I'm going to change the coding actually to something I haven't done in a long time. I'll put capacitors back on. And focus the camera, and I'm gonna actually silence the system just so I can get the coding right. I think you see where this is going. I'll leave that off. First of all, I'll also turn off walk test. I think you can kind of see where this is going. Okay, that's good. Yeah, you can see where this is going. I put it on 240 beats per minute. So I'm actually going to close the panel for this one so you can see what it looks like once the system's going off. I actually haven't done the bell in 240 yet, but it pretty much just rings twice every beat. So let's do it. This is going to be really obnoxious outside. That's pretty obnoxious, isn't it? It is pretty cool to see the lights blink really fast, though. I do kind of like that, actually. I'm gonna step way back. Way over here on the other side of the room. Bang into my closet door. It's his system. That relay is so loud. The snap circuits relays are incredibly loud. So just reset. And finally, to end every single system test video, you have to put it in continuous. Actually, I'm gonna just take a second to put on ear protection because this thing gets incredibly loud. You can hear it downstairs, which I'm a little concerned about because I've never run the system for this long. Okay. There. Alright, got ear protection. So, system's in continuous, and like always, I'll start continuous with the drill button. It's gonna be loud. It's got to be the loudest fire alarm system I've ever set up. Holy crap. Okay, yes, that is a direct quote from New Age Server Alarm, System Test 28, by the way. But seriously, this thing is so loud. You have no idea how loud that is. I bet you could hear. You could easily hear that outside. Okay. Also, these lights got brighter when I shut the system off because no matter what I do, it's always going to be running low on current. And also, you saw this light is on continuously. On continuous. That's kind of nice. Then, boop. So I guess that's everything. I'm really proud of my work with this cabinet. I think it's done really well. It seems really sturdy, easy to use. And I might, if I can get away with it, if I have enough time, I might even be able to put some operating instructions on the inside. Like if alarms sound, flip, you know, hit reset. If station is pulled, blah blah blah. Basically, just if anything is happening, you could basically just say flip the power switch. But I don't know. So guess that's it. I don't know of anything else that I need to show. So Merry Chrysler and Happy Honda Days.